Alright, hello everybody. Here we are with part 2 of chapter 5 of Scarlet Hollow. As we finished off last time, we got caught by the cops, and now we've arrived to the Tremaine homestead. So let's get right into it and see what happens. As the car pulls up to the farms, you feel it again, a tingling at the back of your skull. An urgency, almost like a hand pressing you gently forward, with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying. Crying that can only stop if you tend to it. There's another stone here, and it is refusing to let you ignore it. Deputy Franklin, get out of the car. Gets out of the car, living in the back as he joins the assembled crowd. Alright, Sheriff, what's the situation? Got tired of waiting for y'all to come do your job, so he took it upon himself to go investigate the Tremaine household, and he come back out, and it's been hours. Irma, I'll do the honors of briefing the officer on our current situation. You can go back to the house and let us handle it from here. But y'all don't know about his traps and whatnot. Duke was always saying not to go in there on account of the Tremaine insanity. It's alright, ma'am. We're the police. Facing dangerous situations is our job. The woman who you take to be Bo's mom reluctantly returns to the porch of her house, watching the other building intently as the officer talks amongst themselves. Franklin, you're with me. We're headed on in to get a handle on the situation. Erickson, you listen in front of the squad car. Hopefully we can settle this without you. But you're our backup if things go south, alright? Yes, sir. Think there's any hope for the hostage? Been awful quiet. If you ask me, I don't suspect there is a hostage, not anymore. We'll more likely be giving the dog a call once this is all settled. Oh no. With the tip of his hat, Hugby signals to Franklin, and the two make their way up the hill towards the old farmhouse. Hey there, Frosty Matt. Sorry you had to come along for the ride. We'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take too long. You settle. In the meantime, I'll keep you company. The thing calling out to you is starting to lose its patience. You need to find a way out of here before it gets angry. Could you let me go, please? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't really think Bo is dead in there, do you? This guy's been stalking me since he's doing a real crime. No, I don't want Wayne arrested. Yeah, you don't think Bo is dead in there, do you? I'd love to be wrong about this, I really would. It'd be a real shame considering what poor Irma's already been through this week. But Bo's a big man. Hard to keep a big man like that from moving around and making a fuss. We've seen a whole lot of nothing going on in there. Still, as the grave of you pardon the expression, you don't understand, eh? Need to get in the house. I'll give you $100. There's a cursed stone here that holds some kind of ancient, possibly. I think I'm gonna say this just because obviously they're eventually gonna figure out something is wrong, and then they're gonna believe me, and I could have them on my side because I've been pushing this one angle the entire time. Magic stone? What, like a crystal? Crystal meth, maybe. I always suspected Julius might be a tweaker. He laughs at his own unfunny joke. There is a sound coming from the house on the hill, shouting angry and panicked. A frantic voice crackles over the radio. Dirksen, come in. The sheriff is down. Those damn traps. Irma wasn't kidding. Keep it together, Franklin. Is he breathing? And what's the status on Tremaine and Calloway? Something in the basement. Going down now. You hear an ungodly noise over the radio. A gunshot and then static. Franklin, report. But there's only silence. Damn it, Franklin. Deputy Dirksen hesitates briefly outside your door, as if hoping someone might leave the farmhouse without his getting involved. But after a few seconds, he is heading up the hill, yelling something to Irma. Who is that? The front door opens, a long arm reaches in, grabbing Dirksen's keys where they left it on the dashboard. What? Frosty Matt! Reese frees you from the car, hunching beside you as he fumbles with the tiny keys they made even smaller in his monstrous hands. Whoa! I'm sorry I couldn't step in earlier. I hope you weren't too scared in there. He looks so cool. The handcuffs fall to the ground with a metallic clatter. Reese is still talking, but you aren't really hearing him. Your mind fuzzy as the stone calls to you, drowning out the world. It's so much louder outside the car. Oh, that's a bit messed up. That's not bad though. After you go to the farmhouse, stone. After you get to the farmhouse, stone in there. Stone? Like in the morgue? I won't stop you, but he's interrupted by the sound of another car purling up to the farms. Probably Tabitha. Oh shit. Reese? What are you doing here? Whoa! He runs off without saying another word. Reese! This is just another distraction. Irma, Frosty Matt, I got paged by the sheriff. What the hell is going on here? Where are all of the cops? Did Reese hurt someone? The talking is just noise. Their words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice, once you could just barely make out. But you know it'll be clearer the closer you get to the stone. You start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Oh come on, where do you think you're going? But you continue forward, you barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. Whoa, this is oh my god. Okay, there definitely must have been a way to save him, but I think to save him, you probably couldn't have arrived in the cop car. Hey, at least they believe me, something's up now. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism in the ceiling is embedded in his face. Holding up his corpse is an imitation of life. Jesus. No, yeah, that's crazy. Careful, Joanne. There are traps all over the damn place. Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage. Cracked open, its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood like a trail of breadcrumbs, leading to the basement stairs. What the hell is going on here? What the hell is going on here? Dirksen, is the doc here yet? We need a medical professional down here. His voice is coming from the basement. That's where you need to be. He's been shot, Joanne. I think you'd better call somebody. Oh, Avery here's too. Nice. The doctor's here. Julius, you should let her down. You really don't want the officer to die down here, do you? I'm not the one blocking the stairs. I'm not the one you gotta convince. It won't be blocked for you. The stone wants you here. Everybody, shut up. Avery, that's your name, right? Get pressure on that wound. Yes, ma'am. Get away from him, kid. But the doctor, I don't care, let him bleed. You're already making problems for yourself, Tremaine. Dr. Kelly quickly pulls out her phone. Damn it, there's no signal in here. I gotta step outside. You keep holding that wound, and no one else had better die while I'm gone. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils hold it shut. It would seem that the same forest that let all of you in refuses to let anyone leave. Are we stuck in here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. After you approach the basement. Wow, this has already been, I think, the craziest chapter I've ever seen in this game. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird, fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent under your touch, welcome you down below. Who the hell? Avery. So you tried to undermine me, which I should have known you'd try to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. They're just unhappy. I didn't think something like this would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated on enough to hold a grudge. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby, and your family can go back to the normal, happy, unburdened. I'll clean everything up. It can be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to access to it. When I know what better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Who the hell is Verena? Hey, you're not dead, are you? Witch, Verena. Saw it all, my family, the witch. Honestly, I did not pay attention to what's happening there. Enoch fucked everyone over. Even the witch. The witch? Sybil? She sent you? She tricking you and taking her side in all this? Guess I should have known. I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down, it's all good. Speak for yourself. Speak for yourself. Damn, that's Bo. No. No, I didn't save Bo. Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is in once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man Julius holds a gun in a silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out on the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him, the source of the awful noise. It stutters with painted inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Cross the mat. We can't get to you, the door's sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Oh my god, I actually don't know what to do. Like, I don't know what I could have done to save Bo, unless like Duke was alive, probably. And then I've never met Tremaine. I know you could meet him in chapter 1. Like, you could see him at the diner in the first episode. Okay, but I like my connection with Avery, so this should all turn out well, I think. And then yeah, the cops hate me, but now like they know something's going on. He looks a little shell-shocked. Where'd I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch, I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing. And she offered me a deal if I kept it to myself. Always wanted to raise a bow of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. She gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready, and he came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He kept trying to get at me, so I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave. And they've clogged up the drain, so I haven't been able to call that witch and get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness, figured I could wait it out until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair, a son for a son. And birth ain't even pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned ways, all sunshine and roses. Just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. None of that, it gives you reason to shoot a cop. Self-defense, Castle Doctrine. Castle Doctrine. This is so messed up. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Bo, can you hear me? Are you alive? You need to contact her. You need to let Bo go. There's no letting him go anymore. You can't help but notice the way Julius's postures himself away from the thing implanted in Bo. He's afraid of it, and with how he's clutching his side, he's likely already been wounded. Listen carefully. You need something? You woke up talk about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair? The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. So what, we're just supposed to wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born and we all forget this ever happened. Not once has Julius explained what Avery, of all people, is doing here. They went out of their way yesterday to ask the police to do a wellness check. There's a bond there, at least from Avery's side of things, and it's probably one worth exploring if you're able to. Avery, you and Julius are close, aren't you? Maybe you should take him... Ooh. Yeah, I have to exploit their friendship. I think Frosty Ma's just trying to say we're friends. Here we are, right? You called me up here to help. That's what friends do. What's your angle here, Frosty Matt? Making some kind of appeal to emotion like you're in a hostage negotiation? Pretty much, yeah. I already tried that. I'm afraid all it is would make me want to shoot him again so he'd die faster. Julius, why did you really call Avery? I think you know, even a plan expert would have a hard time with this. You know, Julius, Avery asked the cops if they could check in on you yesterday and make sure you're okay. Oh, I think this is for the... Is this for, like, the save scenario? You know, Julius, Avery asked the cops if they could check in on you yesterday and make sure you're okay. Julius, you went through all this trouble to make it so you won't be alone, but Avery came as soon as you called. So are you really that alone? You don't need some sort of giant pumpkin, homunculus to form a connection to other people, Julius. Yeah, I like this one. He ain't even a pumpkin, look at him. He's all flesh and whatnot. He's just underbaked for the time being. I'm sure he'll look more like a boy once you've seen his organs once you can't see his organs no more. It is easy enough for you to say. You live in a city, ain't that right? No shortage of human connection in a city. Out here, everybody knows you and everybody decided how they feel about you. It's easy to be overlooked in cities too, Julius. That's a part of why I moved out here. I thought a close-knit community would be a good way to feel less lonely, I guess. I don't know if it worked. We got all those friends. That girl, the one with the camera, and that ugly fucking dog. She's sweet on you, isn't she? Haha, Julius, Stella forgets I exist the second I'm out of you. Can't blame her. She has a lot going on. Just how things are. Bo squirms, moaning in pain. The conversation pauses. It's looking worse. Quit eyeing the boy like that. I can tell you want to jump in and do something stupid. Never should have called you up here. This is a family issue. Should have been solved within the family. But he didn't call a family to help you. He called me. Family issue, huh? Maybe the boys don't have to die. Neither of them has to. Maybe you can share this burden together instead. Oh, that might be good. We gotta stop this before it kills Bo. Family issue, huh? Maybe the boys don't have to die. Neither of them has to. Maybe you can share this burden together instead. What the hell are you even saying? He's saying we might be family adjacent enough that maybe we could take the burden off Bo. Is that right? Family? You weren't even raised here. The hell you would know about being a Tremaine? Someone who feels alone even in a town where I pour coffee for nearly everyone in every day, but most of them don't even bother to learn my name. Probably more than anybody else around here, including your own cousins. Julius doesn't respond. He watches as the boy shifts on top of Bo, crying meekly. Damn, I feel bad for Avery, because now that we figure out that, like, the town, because everything's being messed up, you, like, forget people over time. Obviously, no one's gonna remember him, because he's, like, the new kid, like, before me. But he has no, like, important connection to this town besides Winnie. But it's not like that really makes a big difference. What exactly are you saying we should do? Let him do that to us. Move him off Bo. See if he'll come willingly and hopefully. The two of us could manage it better than he can all on his own. Especially if we're not fighting him every step of the way. Can't feel nice to be attached to somebody who doesn't want you. Shouldn't he know he's coming into a world where people care for him? Damn it, kid. You're making us sound all queer. If you want to raise a kid right, you're gonna have to soften up sometime, old man. Julius crosses the room, kneeling by Bo, and the half-formed thing curled up to his chest. It immediately reaches out, grabbing desperately at him. Avery intercepts, taking its translucent hand, holding it gently. He could kill us. But it's too late for doubts now. It started. You can see the tendrils dislodged from inside Bo, and he whimpers, seizing as if they slid from underneath his skin, transferring to both Julius and Avery. Honestly, I think this is a good thing that I did, just because obviously it uses the street smart skill, so I think that helps. and I'm separating onto two people, and obviously it's his problem. I'm not gonna let Bo die.
Told, told you, he gets it. Jesus fuck. This hurts.
It certainly looks painful, but no blood seeps from the wounds where the boy's greedy appendages have broken through. Not a drop going to waste. The boy, in contrast to the pain grimaces of Julius and Avery, seemed to finally settle into comfort, falling into something like sleep as it nuzzles between its donors. Convince two outcasts to work together to save a life. Haha! Let's go! As the thing's panics fades, the vines blocking the doors slacken. The house groans whoa, looks terrible. The house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the relaxing meat of the creature's womb. The faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life, and water pours out on the dirt floor. We want to contact the witch. Well, here she comes. The water is how I do it. Spring water. It's like her, internet.
Hurt. Somebody. Doctor.
Holy shit, it worked. Your hands are wet, the water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. Oh yes, I have Dr. Kelly so she could save Bo. Dr. Kelly rushes down the now unblocked stairs, her eyes wide with horror at the scene in the basement. What the hell happened down here? What the hell happened down here? Bo, can you hear me?
Am I getting a checkup?
I've been shot, man. Need hospital. I'd better make some calls. Everyone stay with me. Hey, the basement's flooding. Am I the only one paying attention? Let's get the hell out of here fast before it floods. The water is suddenly much higher, rises up past your ankle. What are you talking about? There's no water? What the hell? But there is. He just can't seem to see it. Not that it matters. Because his worlds are swallowed by the flood. Whoa. It feels like you're choking. These waters in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current. It's cold and dark, and there's people screaming somewhere. What is going on? There are bodies in the water with you. They are all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes, all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You are not the one who had the vision, not yet. It only has been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop him, mother. But you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream. Of course I'll stop it. Don't worry so much, daughter. No, mother. I've seen it. You'll try to stop it, and you'll die. But there's another path. Take my power. I give it willingly. I won't destroy my own daughter. But I want you to be your own person. I can't do this to you. I can't lose you. But I want you to be your own person. I can't do this to you. I can't lose you. Is this my mom talking? Or who is this? Or is this like way in the past? You will lose me in any path but this. If we do nothing, we'll die and everyone else. If we flee, I will have the weight of 1,000 lives on my shoulder. I couldn't live if I lost either way. I would be lost either way. This is the way it must be. Oh my god. Accept it. Oh. What the hell is this? I'm like, I guess we have to save the town, right? Because this is her putting her in the jail, right? In the Scarlet house? In the estate? Accept and take her back. Take her daughter back. You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was. And there is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. I'm guessing there's a lot more dialogue if you have mystical there. You take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on, you meet new people, you start a new life. You have another daughter. This time the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the street, the smell of sickness on the wind church bells, ringing for an endless parade of funerals. An entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of a plague. You're among their number, your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Damn, not as you are. There's another path, a narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are, not after what you had to do. But she still carries in her some strength enough. Explain it to her and as it was explained to you. Explain it to her as it was explained to you, of course, yes. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up, what you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all, you will miss her, and as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she'll be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries, and she tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose threads. Oh my god, the entire city rests on this No, but you can't force someone in a decision like that. Let her go, give up on the city. Yeah, no, you can't force someone in a decision like that. Your daughter leaves you. You resign yourself to the future. She is one of the first to die. Okay, I may have messed up. She is one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease, and the bodies are buried, then burned, then left in heaps of the streets until no one is left to remember any of their names. But that's not how it happened. Whoa, okay, so I'm pretty much just figuring out what exactly happened. So they keep the town safe. But this is all obviously in the Scarlet, like, family tree, right? You do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows that would have been a ruin. But there's an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. You'll have to carry that with you. It is a part of the burden of what you are. Though no one knows the depths of what you have done over the years, you have not escaped to notice. You find yourself in the capital, in a place whose names has changed too many times to count. A war is brewing. The eyes of those who hold fate in their hands are on you, their lips asking which threads to pull and which to cut. And the tapestry is once again revealed to you. The war rages, and it never stops raging. Bleeding that spans generations, children born to die, decades of pain that leaves a raw wound on the world. Oh, so this is why my mother actually left, right? She would have been forced, probably, to be in the prison. Unless she was supposed to take over the mine and Tabitha was in the prison, which would make me understand why she kind of is the way that she is, and I think that makes sense. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing. If only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiets left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. This is fucked. Let her be free and plunge the land into I know it's gonna just keep doing this, but I want to pick this. Let her be free. You have a change of heart. It has to end sometime. You let her go. Hundreds and thousands suffer. Countless lives are cut short. Your daughter's among them. Even in her privileged place by your side, the war reaches her, and the both of you burn along with everyone else. You saved her for nothing. But of course, that's not how it happened. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. This daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You're the only one who will remember her sacrifice in her name. A small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. This is fucked. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here. You have discovered if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort. Oh, this is Enoch, right? You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can imagine, not until the vision comes. A war like none of the world has witnessed, a fleeting nation devoured in the nest, a man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be, the world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way. You realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming, whether you strike now or not. The loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. It's time to rest, aren't you tired? Take her back and erase the man before... This is obviously that happens, but I'm gonna pick this. Of course you are, but the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you... Wait, so was it all Perlane actually? Like Perlane was everyone because she like kept living? But the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you that is your first daughter can't let you. And then did Tabitha kill Perlane? Wow, she joins her sisters, and as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you'll still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you, but here they are small. The decision simple. You can make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled. Until one day where you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside, bodies burning all the way, rock catching fires. Children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as long fills with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. Take her back, not this time. Not this time. This is Tabitha, right? You take your daughter's hand and you look her in the eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. Whoa, okay. Oh. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises in the air. But you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you'll die one day like anyone else. After all, you've long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him a vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here, something ravenous that doesn't belong, but that has been pressing the edge of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you followed comes in focus, and for the first time you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis, thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll, eternal and incalculable. This reminds me of like Slay the Princess music. It's made by the same people, but it's really similar, but I like it. But there's a new thread too. If you're patient enough, if you're strong enough when the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world, and it will give you so much power that you'll never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you'd care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes so much like yours. You can't. Take her back and summon the entity into the world. But you did. Damn, okay. You take her back, and with every daughter before her, and you help the man. Isn't Green Eyes Tabitha, or is that someone else? Sorry. I think I got it confused. He is arrogant, he cheats the things from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that will be over. But days and daughters come and go. You're very patient. You have to be. If you are to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you there to guide it. That looks like Kanika. And now you're here on the cusp of the end of the final daughter. That is Kanika? You? What are you doing here? Are you real? No, it doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a dream or not. I've already made my decision anyway. Don't bother trying to talk to me out of it. I thought this all had to do with the Scarlets. Is this all with Sybil's family? Because they have more history than us, right? Oh, yeah, so they were here first, and then the Scarlets came in, and we messed everything up. I finally have a real purpose, and now that I know what the purpose has always been, I can't go back. Or it would hang over me for the rest of my stupid small life. I understand, it has to be done. I'm sorry that has to come to this, but we both know how important this is. You're doing the right thing, Kanika. Your whole life has come to this moment. I forget you, I can't believe it. All day it's like you just didn't exist. What decision? How do we know any of this really happened? What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought, whatever it is breaking and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. I'm so much smaller than all of that, but in this moment, I can be what stops it. I can be big enough. My life can be meaningful. I'm sorry that has to come to this. You're doing the right thing, Kanika. Thank you for saving us. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day, it's like you just didn't exist. That's okay. It's part of all of this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting and I'll be like it never happened. You won't even know to be upset about this. How do we know any of this really happened? Doubt all of you want, but I'm not taking the chance. Because if I turn back now, I'll know everything my mom could have stopped will be my fault. I understand it's to be done. Do you really feel like you have to sacrifice yourself for your life to have meaning? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town, yes, I would call that pretty meaningless. You don't have to do this, Kanika. Yes, I do. You saw what's going to happen if I don't. What am I supposed to do? Go back to my normal life after this, knowing how many people are going to suffer through the generations because I was too selfish to save them? How could I ever live with myself? So wait, you're just gonna throw away your life because someone else is asking you to? Why do you think yours is less important than anyone else's? Oh, the same way any of us do, you're not silly for, and neither is she. Why do you think yours is yeah. How could I ever live with myself? The same way any of us do. Yeah, I think this one's good. Well, okay. I don't know, I'm in a position where I can make a difference, and this is how I do that. And I'm just one person, we're not talking about trading one life for another, it's so much bigger than that. All of this is bigger than me. Honestly, the fact that I can have this kind of influence feels like an honor. I'm in a rare position to change the future, and I barely even have to do anything to make it happen. You're right, I shouldn't be selfish, you found your purpose. If this is what you really want, thank you for saving us. You'll have to die. I'd say that's pretty, her dictate that in your life she's telling you to feel happy about it and you're choosing to believe her. That's worse than that. No one will even know what you did for them. I don't need people to know. I'm not doing it for people to like me or anything, though I guess it still makes me a little sad to think about. Everyone wants to be remembered after they died. It's only natural that I'd be feeling a little cheated that even my closest friends are just going to go on with their lives, completely forgetting about me. No, I can't. Quiet, dear. There's no need to let Frosty Matt talk you in circles. You already know the right answer, remember? I don't know anymore. Whoa, it feels like what happened to freaking Slay the Princess is happening to her with all, like, the weird designs. Frosty Matt, you have no idea the kind of danger you're putting yourself in by being here. You think you're doing the right thing, but all you're doing is dooming countless lives, starting with yours. Tabitha too. I'm sure you've noticed how stressed she's been. She carries an incredible weight on her shoulders. But she can finally be free if you let me do what needs doing. Kanika can't save you on her own, but I can. I'm only able to tell you so much, but I tried to show you what I could. I'd hope you would be able to trust me by now for your sake. This is the only way your story gets a happy ending. She is telling the So is her life or mine? Is that what you're saying? That is a very distinct possibility, yes. Though any harm visited on you won't come from me. You're in danger, I'm sure you can feel that. And I make a powerful ally. Believe me when I say I understand the burden that's been placed on you. Sybil, I don't feel super good about doing this. Why can't you just be direct? Why with all this mystery? Those are the rules. Every bargain has its rules. And what about this bargain? What rules would I be agreeing to? This isn't a bargain. I always was going to help you. After all, I intend to break the structures that have been holding everyone in place. I have no interest in building a new prison. Sybil, I don't feel super good about doing this. I know how unpalatable this feels, Frosty Matt, but pull back the curtain and it's far kinder choice than anything you've been party to this week. Unlike Duke, who left behind a widow and a son to mourn him, Kanika's memory will be but a passing breeze. There won't be anyone to hurt from her loss. Even you'll forget her as soon as she's gone. The burden of remembering her is mine and mine alone. When you ran after Becca and Alexis, you courageously left Rosalina Gutierrez maimed for life. Yeah, because I wanted to help people. I didn't think she would get hurt. Obviously, it's a possibility. But she wanted to help them too. You courageously chose to free Charlie Spilett from the library, but that cost us so many of your years. But I'm still alive. Have you stopped to wonder how many people you haven't been able to help because of your body's frailty? I don't think you made any wrong choices, Frosty Matt. Enoch's legacy has simply stacked the deck against you. My daughter is one person. She won't die in the traditional sense of the word. She'll be here, with me and her sisters. It will be gentle like stepping into a pool. So Sybil is really old. All of these lingering threads left by your decisions can still be amended if you let her help me. Wayne is already going to take care of me. I don't need— Yeah, I trust Wayne. Sybil flashes you a pitying look. You poor dear. Do you really feel like he's the only one you can turn to? You think I've been manipulating you, yet that man somehow managed to earn your royalty, just because he's been kind? Kindness is easy when you're free to lie. Truth is what's hard. I'm giving you the truth now. You call this truth? Is the closest I can get to it, yes. Grab Kaneka and pull her free. Okay, oh my god. Oh, I feel like if you have mystical here, it definitely saves you, right? It has to. Grab Kanika and pull her free. I have to. I'm sorry, I have to. You reach forward, grabbing Kanika by the arm, doing your best to wrench her free from her mother's grasp. She's all but given up, her wrists limp in your grasp, her eyes dim and resigned. You pull as hard as you can, expending more effort on this action than you have on any other movement in your life. But effort alone isn't enough. Your body is weaker than it used to be. The witch is strong. Why do you care about so much what happens to me? It's better if I go. No! Fail to persuade somebody forgotten. Kanika's pulled away from you and the dream floods back in. For a second you struggle to remember why you were here. There is a weight in your chest, an emotion unmoored from its sources. Your heart is beating fast. You are looking for someone. Or maybe you'd found them, but— Oh, that's right, you were trying to find Carmilla. Who? Forget somebody forever. Frosty, I'm so glad you were able to find your way here. As— Oh my god, I feel terrible. I feel so terrible for Kanika. It's probably because I didn't have a good connection with her. I was worried everyone had forgotten about me. I don't know how long I've been stuck here. I hope it's not too late. We need to get back to town. We have to help Stella and Tabitha and everyone else. Whoa, so wait, so she was definitely another person just from the town, right, who was forgotten? But before that, she wraps her arms around you, pulling you in a hug. She smells like herbal smoke and pin needles with the vaguest undercurrent of coconut. There's a comfort in the smell. It reminds you of something. And when she pulls away, you find yourself missing it, wishing you could keep chasing those half-forgotten dreams. But they're only dreams. Thank you, Frosty Matt, for caring enough to come and save me. Of course you cared. After, the two of you spent all of yesterday looking for Stella. Even though you've only known each other a scant few days, it was only right that you came looking for her when she— Wait, so this is the new Wait, is this just the new daughter? I don't know how I'd have done it without you. Now let's get out of here before we both get sucked back into the dream. What did I come and save you from? Was there someone else? Don't wander through the illusions. All of this is meant to confuse us. Don't let it make you doubt reality. You and I are alone here. Everything else is a dream. What did I come to save you from? This place. It took me out of the world, trying to isolate me, erase me. I am so confused. I don't know what's real and what's not anymore. How do we leave? Take my hand. Her hand finds yours, her grip light and delicate. Now that we're together, the illusion can't hold us here anymore. Let's go home. He tugs gently and the world sifts nauseatingly around you. It feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, the dream rushing away like water down a rain until finally you surface. What the hell is going on? You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Tulip? Janie? Actually finish chapter 5. Finish chapter. Oh my god, what the hell is going on? This is the end of episode 5. Only one major content update remains until the story reaches its conclusion in the final chapters. Stay tuned for updates on this final release by joining our Discord or signing up for newsletter or save your game now. Yeah, let me save over that. Wow, is that it? Oh my god, that's crazy. I don't even know what to say. I am so confused. Obviously, like, this game has so many endings, right? But I'm trying to think what's genuinely happening. Has this person always existed that we just met and we're just remembering them now? That would be crazy. Or is it because we forgot Kanika that now this person is here and this is just Sybil's new daughter? So she's just pretty much taken Kanika's place. I feel terrible that I couldn't save Kanika. I didn't have the greatest relationship with her throughout the game, but I still wanted to save her. If I was just like physically stronger, that is so frustrating. That actually sucks. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I think that's everything for today. That was an amazing episode. So much information, and I thought that was just really cool. So thank you guys so much for watching, and that's it.